We're gonna play this song called by A.
Do you wanna?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Nitty's Knocker. Knock, knock.
I'm Nico. This is your host, Serenity Marie. We're just...
Shh, don't tell them government, guys. It's Nitty. Nitty Marie.
We're gonna have to cut that later. Anyway, hope
Wanna
you
do
guys
it
have
again?
been... No, we can do it. We should keep that in there.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Anyway, I hope you guys have been having a good week. We have just been working our asses off as... Wait, I can't cuss on here, can I?
Yeah, you can. You can live your life.
Oh, okay.
This is about living your life. I'm trying to tell you.
We just had... Serenity just hosted an event over at Iridium Clothing, downtown Chicago, where a couple of our friends were performing.
Yeah, that was actually really dope. Hosted this event at Iridium. The lab is what it's called. They just reopened it in Block 37, and like that was like super dope, super cool, super fun, and like who performed? It was like Brittany, Nicole,
AJ Peace, Roy French,
and he almost broke a table, but that's Roy for you. That's Roy for you. He will break some stuff up, but nevertheless, it was a lot of fun, and it was hosted by this like smoked rum, like Stolen Rum.
And they're local, too. They're based in Chicago, which I don't even know. Actually, they're not based in Chicago. They're based in New Zealand.
Yeah, and they are, like, the rep for here is, like, super cool.
Yeah. Shout out to Frazier.
Yeah, and he said it's, like, the first smoked rum ever created.
It definitely tastes like the first smoked rum I've ever tried.
It tastes like a picnic in my mouth. I swear to God. It was like having a picnic, like eating like the barbecue and the drink at the same time, like simultaneously.
Did you have the ginger beer or the pineapple?
I had both. Twice.
I'm not into ginger beer, but
it was good with it, right?
You like variety. That's why I like you.
Variety is man. Variety is the shiznit. I love variety, and I love music. So we're going to go ahead and get into our first song, and it's super dope, and this guy knows him, which makes it even more dope.
Yep. I just met him about a week ago. He's a very nice dude. Great personality, but even better music. His name is IAS Abid. He is 21, I believe, but he's been producing for this dude named Appleby. And they've been doing some good numbers online, and definitely worth checking out. It's got a very unique feel to it.
And this is Falling Seas by IAS Abid. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
I said it right. Right here on Nitty's Knocker.
become a memory. No, no, my destiny is calling me. I'm standing under falling seas. I feel the pressure. Ooh, yeah, it's coming down. Keep giving me the runaround. Find me when the sun's down. Down, down. The light can't pierce the water. Go down to where it's darker. Where I go, you cannot follow. Don't even try to follow me. Don't even try to follow me. Ocean waves are crashing down all around my head. It's sink or swim, it seems I've lost my breath. Do you remember when I ceased to be the same? Just wanted them to know my name.
So how many C's did you guys fall into after listening to that? You get it? Falling C's?
I knew it was going to be corny. I didn't think it was going to be that corny.
Hey, don't hate. Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
Speaking of C's, some news came out this week that Ciara is not getting full custody of her and Future's child, baby Future. I think it's a good thing. I think
it's fair.
I mean, I do think it's fair. I mean, I guess Future kind of probably has more, money than her that leveraged against her in court, maybe. That being said, all it would take is for a judge to take one look at his music and some of his lyrics to kind of say,
Yeah, that you shouldn't. Let's talk about what Future might be doing as a father. I know everybody saw that meme of like joint custody with like a baby holding a blunt. Ha ha ha. Joint custody. I didn't make that one up, so you can't even laugh at me for that one. So like, what are some more things you think it would be like Future, like dirty Sprite in his juice bottle?
Well, I just think he's touring and he's moving around so much doing his music that I don't think that he would necessarily, I don't know, be
the best father figure.
Not the best father figure. I think the fact that he's motivated and he works hard at like something that he loves to do is like a very like that.
But then again, that comes along with being a father too, though. Like sometimes the sacrifice, you have to switch stuff up a little bit. Like Ciara's music career is mildly at a weird place because she's so much of a mother now.
I thought it was over because she just signed a modeling deal.
Well, no, she's still trying to do music.
Oh,
she's like one hit wonder girl, which is cool for her. Ciara.
I guess.
But I just think as far as being a parent, like. Which is why, like, you should not be a parent until you are truly, you really got to be careful with that because if you're not ready to stop living your crazy lifestyle, you have a child to worry about now, and bringing a child on tour or not being able to get your child during the days that you're supposed to have them because you have a tour, that's going to mess things up with the court, too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, well, you wanted joint custody and you don't have time to be with your child, and you're putting them in all these awkward situations, like on the tour bus with, like, a nanny with boobs bigger than, like, what's a country or continent that's really big? Antarctica. Asia.
You could say Russia.
Yeah, man. Boobs bigger than Russia or a Russian nanny with big boobs.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think that he would bring his baby on tour.
But then what if it's his weekend? You know, what happens
then?
then?
I guess he's got no choice.
But yeah, we're not going to let that ruin everything. We're just going to let Future be the superhero to his son. And to go ahead and cross that into our next song, it is called Superhero by Aujour, coming out of Austin, Texas, right here on Nitty's Knocker.
I can be everything you trust in me. I can be everything you trust in me. They marvel after me. I can be your superhero. Your superhero. They marvel after me. I can be your superhero. Your superhero. Just like Spider-Man, I got you caught up in my web. I can be your Iron Man. Babe, want me to work it, you know I'ma hawk it. Annie, are you okay? Whenever you want it, you can call me Thor, baby. I'ma bring the storm in. I'ma leave you soaking. I can be the guardian of your galaxy. Yeah, that's right, you know. That's right, you know. And everything you want in a superhero. Special ain't on your level when we together. For your heart, I'm a dare, like Magneto, how we rockin' metal. Like Gambit, I'ma play my cards. I'm a beast cause you know I go hard. It doesn't matter, I'ma play my part. I can be the guardian of your galaxy. Yeah, that's right, you know. Yeah, that's right, you know. Everything a superhero in me, in me, in me. I can be your superhero, your superhero, your superhero. I can be your superhero, your superhero, your superhero. I'ma bring the storm in. 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 I'ma bring the storm in.
That was Superhero by Aujour, and if I had my superhero cape, I would definitely put it on right now, but I don't own one anymore, and I'm really sad about it. But it's okay. Once again, it's me, Nitty.
This is Nico.
And we're having fun. Nico and Nitty. Nitty and Nico. That's really dope. That's really dope. But I actually want to talk about Kanye on the Ellen show for multiple number of reasons. Of course, I want to talk about his ranting, which was pretty intense. And I also want to talk about his knees. Not yet, but we're going to get on those knees in a second. But Kanye, you know, went on Ellen once again and did his thing. You know, it wasn't a really crazy Twitter rant, but it was a Kanye rant. A little milder than usual. He smiled the whole time.
He did smile the whole time.
That was really odd.
It was different. What was the last one? I think the last one he did was Jimmy Kimmel. No. Was it? It might have been Jimmy Kimmel. The one where he was wearing the blue sweater and the chain, and he was really, really angry the entire time.
I think that was Jimmy Kimmel. I don't know. But yeah, you know what we're used to from Kanye. Yeah. We're used to the wild, you ain't got the answer, Sway. You know,
maybe
that's
that
what
was
we're
the
used
last
to.
one.
You know, he really, wow. But this time, you know, he kind of just, you can tell that his thoughts weren't all the way there. You know, because he kind of kept looking off like, Like, he kept, just going on different tangents to try to make them fit together.
Kanye can do that. I think Kanye's heart's always been in the right place. I think it's different now when he goes on rants because now he's actually put out, like, a whole body of music.
Right.
Like, very recently. Whereas, after, I think, it was, like, after Yeezus came out, he was doing, he did the really long Zane Lowe interview on BBC. He did the Jimmy Kimmel interview. He did the Sway interview. After all that, he was just going off on everyone. This time, I guess it was different because he's a little bit more calm because he has something that I think he can feel accomplished about.
Yeah, and because he's also opened up to Twitter more too. Like, he used to just keep everything in and just say it on interviews, but now he does that on Twitter, and it's a lot easier for him to just relay happiness and smiles because, he has 2 kids. He's really happy about his life, and he really does want to do better. And he's reaching places, like even speaking on the Oscars and stuff like that and bringing in Rakim and stuff like that into, like, the conversation. You could see in Ellen's eyes that she was worried that he was about to, like, take off.
He was worried.
But he did okay.
She was seeing dollar signs in her eyes because she's about to get a lot of views on that.
Yeah. Yeah, she may have been saying, she's like, oh my God. Thank you, Kanye. Thank you, Kanye. King Kanye, or whatever they call him.
I just hope Kanye has everything that he needs to keep doing, like, the stuff that's, like, that he knows can help people in terms of music and his clothes. Because, honestly, I think some of his clothes are really cool.
I think some are cool and I think some are trash. But, let's actually talk about his knees now because it's been on my mind. Them joints were shiny. It's like, he gets them scrubbed or something and rubbed down with coconut oil. I was just like, yo, like, why are your knees so shiny? And it just looked like a little head. Like, the top of his head was on his knees. Did you notice?
I noticed when you pointed it out, but other than that, it wasn't staying. I think it stood out to you more than it stood out to me.
Because I was like, dang, that's a shiny knee. He has buffed knees. That's the word I was looking for. Buffed knees. Let's thank Maddie for that. Buffed knees. I would have never, that word just wouldn't have popped. He had buffed knees. And then they were buffered, waxed, like a fresh, like Mr. Miyagi thing going on. But yeah, his knees were shiny. And speaking of Mr. Miyagi, Chris Brown. Speaking of loyalty, bringing that into play, we are going to play. Well, Mr. Miyagi, Chris Brown, loyalty. Duh, we get it, right? No, yeah, I get it. So we're gonna play this song by A. Cross featuring Armani White called "Loyalty." And if you want to submit your music, remember, you can always submit via serenitymarie.com/nittiesknocker. And I am always ready to hear the voices of our culture, of our youth, of our generation, because it's super dope and you can do super cool things with it and stuff like that. So let's play "Loyalty" by A. Cross featuring Armani White.
I love you like a brother cause you put me in the game. You was the first one that taught me about Kane. Since then things ain't never been the same. I got a black heart of blood don't pump through my veins. You taught me, chop them up thin if it's raw. And if the work bogus then give them a little more. Tie the ends of the baggies just like so. And do it real tight so its shape don't show. Burn the ends off your rig of the extra baggage. Put it under your tongue, you won't need extra plastic. Clearly, I'm talking to the trappers. You will learn in due time. I ain't no motherfucking rapper, nigga. We was working off our cell phones. Small time niggas with dreams of getting well known. You connect, show love. Front niggas 12 zones. Bagged up every gram and took the L home. And I appreciate everything you did for me. Most of those principles, man, I still live on it. It's sad, all good things come to an end, homie. But I know one thing, you will always be the big homie. I'm so loyal to you. If I didn't have you, I don't know what I would do. I'm so loyal to you. If I didn't have you, my money wouldn't come through. I'm so loyal to you. If I didn't have you, I don't know what I would do. I'm so loyal to you. If I my money wouldn't come through. Her name was Rose, not a real name, don't want to expose the person involved, so that's what I chose. A good friend of mine, I thought we spoke all the time, but we was cool, I was there if she ever was in a bind. You know me, overprotective about mine, had to steal on the nigga for grabbing her from behind. Broke his nose, made him apologize. We must have laughed about it for months at the time. But I ain't seen her in years, no more hearing her fears. Used to wipe off her tears, we related to each other. Her daddy wasn't there, used to let her run the streets, her mama ain't care. So one day I'm serving this fiend who really resembles someone that I knew as a teen. And right before turning my back, I realized my friend Rose was purchasing crack. Goddamn, I'm so loyal to you. If I didn't have you, I don't know what I would do. I'm so loyal to you. If I didn't have you, my money wouldn't come through. I'm so loyal to you. If I didn't have you, I don't know what I would do. I'm so loyal to you. If I didn't have you, my money wouldn't come through.
Dear Mr. Postman, deliver us from evil. I shook the man in the hands, you still ain't get in touch with me. The first girl who shot me down, I found her picking up a needle. Was sick and she just hit me for a refill. Of course, I gotta serve the shorty. Obviously, close the blinds on the balcony. Go to conduct and shoulders, grind to hold the line. I gotta feed them keen, knowing who get raw. Pressing my partner, beat them fiends, going through withdrawal. They checking, deposit me, I'm selling double, triple funding my single hits. I used to think of it as re-ink and scripting these increments until I tried to hold my niece and on my knees release the grip. Cause I can see her in my hands, but I can't feel my fingertips. It's easy for me to pull a gun on the nickel. When they scheme me, I had to take the one on the nickel. Run it up on them. In fact, the last nigga on the web was talking crazy about his block until we spun on them, nigga. I'm done talking.
I'm so loyal to you. If I didn't have you, I don't know what I would do. I'm so loyal to you. If I didn't have you, my money wouldn't come through. I'm so loyal to you. If I didn't have you, I don't know what I would do. I'm so loyal to you. If I didn't have you, my money wouldn't come through.
Welcome back to Nitty's Knocker. I was at the point, promontory point, that's what it's called, in Hyde Park on Sunday for a bonfire. And I was leaving the bonfire. I found this cool little toy. And my boyfriend tuned it, actually. So it actually makes a little more sense than when I first had it. And it was just like, but now it's like, well, it's still kind of like that. But it's really cool, right? Me and,
It's beautiful.
before the show's over, me and Nico are going to sing you guys a song. We don't know what it is yet. But, yeah, we're going to sing your song.
I'm going to help this guy I know who's really good at guitar give you some lessons.
On this, that would be so dope. Mini guitar lessons. Yeah, I'm with it. Music.
It sounds like Only by Nicki Minaj.
Right through me. How do you do that shit? How do you do that shit? How do you do that shit?
I think you're going to have a pretty promising career as a singer.
How do you?
Without anyone really knowing it yet, but we'll get there. We'll definitely get there.
So, just to put things back on the kind of semi-normal, I have some good news for you guys. There's this custodian who just graduated from college. He worked at this school for 8 years as a janitor. He lost his home and a lot of money and car and stuff like that during the recession, and he picked up a job as a janitor which was kind of really upsetting to him. You know, it was like, oh my gosh, I'm a janitor. So to keep his mind off of stuff, he took 2 credits a semester for 8 years, and he has graduated with his bachelor's. I'm sorry. Bachelor's in mechanical engineering.
I think it's crazy. I think it just goes to show that if you want anything bad enough, all you have to do is work your ass off for it.
You gotta push it to the limit, cause you're in it to win it, oh yeah. Push it to the limit, y'all, and you can do what you set your mind to. But yeah, the school was Worcester Polytechnic Institute, and yeah, like everybody was really happy for him. He still works there as a janitor, but he's really hoping to grab a job in his field now. But, you know.
Wait, he still works there as a janitor?
Well, yeah, I mean, just like when we graduate, we be broke and struggling for a while. You know, I wish we could magically I want to be a mechanical engineer for the Navy. Like, you know, if that just happened, that would be cool.
Wait, do you really?
No.
No.
I was saying maybe he would. Low-key, maybe. I wouldn't mind. They make a lot of money, and they never have to fight. My best friend, shouts out to you, Corey McGee. He is re-signing as a Navy. He is going to be enlisted for another 4 years, and I'm so proud of you because you're awesome. And he's an engineer, and he's making a lot of money. He let me drive his red Benz. Red Benz, 2016 Benz, okay? No, 27. It's 2016? Yeah, it's a 2017 Benz.
Oh, so it's new as the one that's...
Yeah, he let me drive it on my birthday. When he came for my birthday, he came up here for my birthday, and I got to drive the red Benz. I'm part of the Benz Club unofficially, you know. But yeah, that was a lot of fun.
One of these days, we'll get you your own.
Yeah, but when we come back, we're definitely going to talk about some really cool stuff. Shmurda was interviewed in jail by GQ, and that's pretty freaking cool if you ask me. But until then, we're going to play a song by a really special person on the show. Not me. Nico here has this really, really awesome song that he has recently dropped less than a month ago, right?
It was actually just about a month ago. This morning I checked, it hit like 5,000 plays, which is kind of crazy because I made a new SoundCloud and I only promoted it a couple of times, but I'm pretty happy with all the feedback that I've gotten on it. So
let's go ahead and listen to Nobody by Nico right here on Nitty's Knocker.
Just recently, Bobby Shmurda was interviewed by GQ in a very, very long interview.
It was like 7 paragraphs.
It was more than 7 paragraphs. It was at least 20 paragraphs.
Okay, 7 long
If
paragraphs.
you look back at that interview, it is gigantic.
Yeah, it was
We'll
a
go
lot
look
of
at it
words.
But so this man has been spending most of his time in protective custody, mainly because everyone knows that he's a rapper. He's famous. He got some money off of those songs that he released. So they kind of just felt like they had to separate him from the rest of the crowd. That being said, I do think that
the government is kind of misleading. They're misusing our freedom of speech.
Yeah, I think that's definitely an interesting part that they touched on in the article was about, how most of the evidence that they came on to apprehend him when they first arrested him was based off of lyrics to his song. And I don't know, I mean, I think it's a very controversial topic. Like, there's so many artists who need real life explanations to kind of feel like they're truly expressing themselves. And I think that this is obviously some of the stuff that kind of went down was pretty intense, but at the same time, I don't know that necessarily this has been done before. I think the only other example I can think of that was similar to this was when the police were trying to stop the NWA from doing their live performances because of the things that they talked about in their songs. I guess there's been a lot of other things, like, when Eminem was coming out with all the kind of crazy stuff he was saying in his music.
Yeah, they wanted to put him in like the psych ward and stuff like that. Like they were examining his relationship with his mother and everything like that. But I just think it really, like, people just need to understand what hip hop means to the community of people listening. It's stories, it's lifestyles, The cultures in these neighborhoods are so different from the masses because of the fact that they're living a certain way every day. They don't have resources, and they have to survive. It's like a code of survival. So, like, by them waiting, like, maybe they were watching them for a while, just to collect info on them. But the fact that they waited until, like, he reached this point of, like, getting out almost, they put him right back in. They arrest 2 of his friends and lock them up. One of them had 93 years to life, and the other one had like 53 years to life. And I was like, like, how messed up is that?
Yeah.
That you really just got to this point where everybody wants to sign you. Rick Ross wants to sign you. Epic Records wants to sign you, and then it's like a bust. But to make it cool, I mean, he got interviewed by GQ in jail.
There's not a lot of people that can say that happened to
How
them.
dope is that? If I got locked up, or if I was a man too, I wouldn't be interviewed by GQ in jail. Do they interview women often and put them on the cover? Was Rihanna on the cover before?
Of GQ?
Am I?
Maybe. I'd have to do a little bit of research.
There's like a couple like
I think the
most beautiful women artists.
I wouldn't be one of those girls.
I think the best part about it though was that they said that he was in a really good like spirit when they interviewed him. Like, he was really like happy to like see that, like, and he was just like feeling good and all this stuff. Whereas, obviously like the prison like listed their reasons for why they had to like, they were keeping him like separate from everyone else. They were like, oh, he's in this state of paranoia and all this other stuff. It's just like,
yeah, but hopefully
they'll just say anything to try and
hopefully
keep him
things
out.
get to a point where he's justice is actually served. Of course we don't want anybody on the streets who's done anything hurtful and they're continuing that path. But if people get chances to redo lives, you know what I'm saying? Like, give them a chance. I like the Shmurda dance.
Is that even?
There it is. There it is. I had to remember. I was like, but yeah, I like it. I got it.
It's not isn't it the Shmoney dance?
Shmurda dance. Shmoney dance.
I think it's because it's the
Shmoney dance.
It's the dance.
Yeah, there it is. So
because he's Shmurda and
All of them are
Who-
shmurs
and-
of some sort.
Yeah, it's
Schmidt,
the Shmurdas,
Shmurda,
it's the Shmurdas and the Shmonnies.
Schmnitty. But we're going to go into the last song of this episode, and it is by my homie. I went to high school with this guy. Great artist, and he's like super into live music. So let's check out Do Them Things by Bardo.
Na 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 na. Woo! You thought I didn't know, but I knew. He don't do them things like I do, like I do. You wish I was beside you, don't ya? 'Cause he don't do them things like I do, yeah, like I do, yeah. Till I'm checked out, you a no-show, and we both know that it's over, but he ain't home, and she gone too. I mean, it's on you, but come over, or I'm sober. And I ain't got no real excuse. I've been chillin', killin', dealin', now my feelings getting loose. Been 6 months and 7 days, and girl, you still ain't got no proof. So instead of getting fed up, why don't you head up to my setup to get throw up in my bed? But I knew he don't do them things like I do, like I do. Girl, that nigga is 5'2", so I know he don't do that thing like I do, yeah, like I do, yeah. Why is everything that's good for me just hurt so bad? Infatuation is amazing, but it sure don't last. That's one of them things that I learned post-grad. Appreciate when you got more than what most had. The way I see it, girl, you had just what I needed. That's why I spent 5 hours typing just to delete it. I wish that we could predict and prevent, put our names in the cement. But I guess that's just what we get. So slide through on a sneak tip. Cause baby, ignorance is bliss, and not to mention he ain't shitting. You already know my weakness, so don't break me down. Break me down, cause baby, you know how to do those. Do them things. I'm sipping potion, trying to fix what's broken. Cause you cut me open and I play it fast. Nice guys finish fucking dead last.
Do them things that I do.
See, it ain't like I'm hating or nothing like that. It's not like I'm not mad at you. I'm happy for you, but it just don't. It just don't seem like you happy, I don't know. It ain't like I'm at home just drinking by myself, just thinking about you and shit, crying in my drink and all that. I'm not doing that. I'm out. I do my thing, But I just see you with him and shit, and like, you can't even wear heels with this dude. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is that about? And he always got that stink ass attitude whenever he be coming around and shit. The only reason I ain't put hands on him yet is because of you. But I don't know. I'm happy. Nah, do your thing. I ain't even worried about you, because I be doing mine and all that. But shit, I'm just saying though, like, come on, man, come on. Oh my God. But good for y'all. Y'all make a fuck with y'all.
Welcome back. Do Them Things by Bardo. Great song. Like, man, like I have some really talented people submitting music. Please submit your music. We want to hear it. Ladies, too. I get a lot of male submissions. Where my ladies at? All you ladies, leave your man at home. The club is full of bottles and their pockets full of strung. And all the fans leave a girl at her friends. Because it's 11:30 and the club is jumping, jumping. That's your cue to send me some goddamn music. What's the Beavis and Butt? Like, send me some music.
Oh
Wow.
God. Beavis and Butt. I didn't think you would ever watch that show.
Yeah, I actually really like it. I like the fact that Daria was on it.
Daria. Oh, that's right.
And then I started watching all the seasons of Daria. Oh my God, the last episode of Daria was so just heartbreaking.
I was not really like a big proponent of that show.
Watching it now is so different though, because like her like brain is really like the way she thinks about the world is so like interesting, you know. So watching it as an older person, I'm just like, wow, you are really a pessimistic person. Like you have no positive views of life. But then when you watch the last episode, it kind of explains why, and it is like heartbreaking. I'm here for you, Daria, girl.
It's crazy. I know so many people that compare themselves openly to Daria, or just like, oh my God, that is me. Like,
that's not good. Daria was sad. Her sister was
there's a lot
perky.
of sad people out here. What?
Her sister was perky. Quinn.
I didn't watch that show, honestly, so that's why I'm usually kind of bewildered when people are like, oh, I'm just Daria. I'm like, but I don't know.
Well, that's not. We gotta.
What that means.
You know what? We gotta tell them to watch the show. So that'll make them not Daria, and more Quinn, more perky. That's how we do them things. That's how we do them things right here on Nitty's Knocker. Thank you for co-hosting this show with me today.
It's been a pleasure.
I might have him on more. This guy, he gets my humor. I think.
Yeah.
But until next time, peace, love, and happiness.
Thanks, guys. Hey.